Morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back. We'd like to say a huge welcome to all of our new members. We now have well over 300 members in the group, and it's very exciting to have so many parents wanting to do this work and live in peace with their children and allow their kids to be all that they can be.
And be themselves,
Be themselves, be themselves. With it being this time of year, you may have had plenty of opportunity to hang out with family and those close to you over Christmas. And this is often where we find that, hi Arwen, that other people may have different ideas to how we parent our kids. And that can be a huge challenge. So what do we do about that?
It is a huge challenge. Well, I think being in a group like this is very empowering and supportive, because having a tribe of people that you can kind of come to and see that they are being self-responsible adults as well is really encouraging. I know when I was doing lots of different things to the mainstream in my journey being a parent, I would have loved a group like this, which is probably why I've created it. Jo and I have put it together so that we can create all this support for everybody. And also, the things that we show you how to do in our courses, we've got the bin man come along here, so he's going to make a bit of noise there. But the things that we show you how to do in our courses are what we've really, just honed in on the most important things that we think are going to support you. And the biggest one with regards to this topic is knowing what you value in life. And when you really make a conscious choice around what you value, and I know that so many of the people that come into this group are already well on their way to knowing what you value. Like you've read lots of books about conscious parenting. You're really starting to make conscious choices about how you do things, and often that can start being very different to the mainstream. So yeah, it's what else is really important that we show people, Jo?
That it's not about looking outside of ourselves to others and what they're doing and attempting to change them or change the way that they think about what we're doing. We cannot change others. We're only responsible for our own behaviour.
Yeah, and I found this really difficult in the beginning because especially people that are really close to you, maybe like your partner or husband, wife, then if they've got really different views to you, this is a really, really challenging thing. But what we show you in this group is how to work on the things that are coming up for you and what's going on inside your own body, what's going on inside your own mind, and we really have the how-to of changing that. Like that is the focus of this group. So if you're here and you're wanting to find out the tools that there are, where can people go in our group to find out how to actually start?
If you head over to the announcement section and look at the first video there, the first piece of content, and that will give you information on where to go. It will show you the tools that we use, the tapping tools from Ilka's mentor. We'll show you videos of other parents who've been through the course and the most powerful things that they've learned along the way. And there's loads of stuff there in the announcement. There's a couple of others, and that is the place to start if you're looking for the how-to. And what we're all about with the course that we do, we're about providing you the tools so that you have them for life. Yeah. It's not something you can just do while you're doing the course. These are tools to carry with you, resources that you can go to at the drop of a hat when you're being triggered by friends, family, all those children, all those around you, because one of our favourite sayings is that our children are our greatest teachers, and our triggers are our greatest opportunities to let go, let go, let go, and step into a bigger, brighter, bolder version of ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. And so again, when you're in this group, you're being reminded of this. And in my experience, this is a new path for a lot of people. And in my experience, also, the people who join this group seem to be the person who's like the black sheep, or the leader. We could say the leader in their community. They're the one who has chosen to do it differently. And so you tend to feel like sometimes it's not your family that are the ones that are going to support you. You've got to go outside and find other people, like a new tribe of people that are going to support you in your choice, your new choices in life. Whether that be something like co-sleeping, or whatever you're choosing that is different to what your family would decide is how a child should be, whatever they think you should be doing, and you're deciding to do something different, then yeah, we're here to help support you in what's coming up for you around that. Like what comes up. Is it embarrassment? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it shame? And we can help you to shift all of these emotions so that the next time you have an interaction with them, you can stay calm and you can stay at peace with yourself, which is really huge.
I do recall when my kids were younger, and my husband and I, we chose to not spend a great deal of money on Christmas presents. And we would come together with the family, and my kids' cousins always got far more than them for Christmas. And really, when I look back on that, it wasn't that other people were telling me that we should have spent more money on them. It was my guilt around my kids not getting as much as the other kids. And when I recognised, like initially, I started out blaming my brothers, like my family, my in-laws, for spending so much money on their kids, and going down that rabbit hole of blaming someone else. But then when I look, when you do this sort of work, you recognise that the problem is not outside of you. You can look inside. When I dealt with the guilt that was going on within me, that's the solution.
Yeah. And I think for me as well, like I chose to homeschool my children originally, and then moved more and more towards unschooling as they got to school age, and really did do unschooling for the 20 years that they were young, and up to being teenagers and into high school. And of course, in the beginning, I used to get asked a lot of hard questions. So I'd be in a group of mums, and they'd all start to be sending their kids off to school. And it seemed to be that nobody who was sending their children to school got asked any hard questions, because of course that was just the norm and everybody was doing it. And so nobody was questioning it. But the thing is, once you start to do something different to everybody else, then you need tools like tapping. It's going to bring up things inside of you because you're stepping outside of a comfort zone that people have. And people did ask me lots of questions. Although what I will say is it's very interesting that once I kind of learnt to be calm and be really true to what I believed and what I valued, and to really stand in that power, I didn't actually get asked as many questions. So, and probably maybe I didn't even notice if they did. So it's really interesting. It's when you're really afraid, and perhaps you're not so being true to what you're maybe in the beginning I actually wasn't sure myself. And so when somebody was asking me a question, I wasn't actually able to stand in the power of it, and all this fear and stuff was coming up. But once you're really standing in the power of what you believe, and you've let go of the guilt, you've let go of anxiety, you've let go of fear around it, then it's actually really easy to keep making that conscious choice and to even be around family members and keep, like Jo and I have talked a bit about this Christmas and how we're around our family members all the time making different choices because we've done all this work on ourselves. It's just so totally different, isn't it?
So it's fair to say then that all those questions that you got in the beginning when you were unsure, they were actually helping you to get clearer, to give you an opportunity to clear up your own triggers and get clearer on your values.
Yeah, in fact, I would go away from those things thinking, oh, well, what do I think about that? Or how could I answer that next time? And it did. That's so true. It got me a lot clearer on what I actually valued. I'd often go home and read up more things about, you know, why I was so adamant that my child was going to go, that I was going to choose this path of homeschooling for my child. And so it's interesting, but you can start to welcome questions and welcome being triggered, even as some of the people in our group talk about, that when you start to actually be able to see triggers as an opportunity to heal yourself, then you've kind of stepped up into the next realm of spiritual growth.
And it's a big shift. For many years I would go to blame. Like this Christmas was amazing for me to recognise how I could be with my family and be in total peace. And in the past it would have been going off and crying in the bathroom and washing my face and trying to tidy myself up again and pretend that I was fine. And then there were other years when I refused to even turn up, not out of a conscious choice, but out of pain. So now I can be in their company and be at peace.
Yeah, and it's it. Like we just say that, like we just go, oh yeah, now I'm in their company and be at peace. But it's like to kind of give you an idea of the amount of work that Jo has done on herself. It's hours and hours and hours of tapping, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hours and hours of tapping. And I'm not trying to make it sound like, because it's all been fun to do the tapping work, but she has shown up on, I've run tapping calls all of last year, and you would have shown up pretty well like once a fortnight at least, probably more, to tap on herself, to change the neural pathways in her brain to something different. We talk about changing memories. Like you're going to learn if you're new to this group and this is all new to you, how you change your neural pathways, how you can really change what's totally going on inside your brain so that you are more at peace. Like Jo said before, go to the announcements, listen to the guy who's mentored me now for over 7 years, and I've been tapping on myself for 7 years now. So when we say that this Christmas has been amazing, it's because we've used the tools and because we committed to this lifestyle of being self-responsible and not pointing the finger outside of ourselves. Like really going when you point that way, there's 3 pointing back at you, that is what this group is all about. It's taking self-responsibility with as you are as a parent, so that you can this will then filter down to your children, obviously. But that's a whole other talk.
Yes. There's lots of big concepts, especially if you're new to the group. But it's really powerful stuff when you get them and you make those shifts.
Yeah. So when have we got a new course starting up?
Our next course starts on February the 1st. It's an 8-week course, and all the details are in the announcements section. And you can ask us any questions you like in the comments below this, or private messages, or you can even book a 30-minute discovery call and we'll have a chat with you and see where you're at and see if what we do can help you in your time of life right now.
Yes. And if you'd like information about that and you're not sure how to find the announcements, just put a yes below this video, and we can tag you in the appropriate place here. So if you're watching this on the replay,
Yeah.
we'd love to just help you out. And you can always send us a message. You can always ask us questions. I love questions.
Another really cool thing, I may have mentioned it, but to have some of the women who've been through the courses and to have them come on with us on a Zoom call and talk about their experience and the changes that they've made in their lives is really, really cool. So check out those videos as well.
Yeah, then that's in that pinned post in the announcement section. The video with Robert, my mentor, is first, and then there's 3 different videos with the people from that have done the courses talking about doing that. So so that's really good.
Yeah.
So I hope that's we answered the question.
What to do?
What to do?
Well, yeah, it's the awareness, being able to pause in that moment when and change your behaviour from the past. If that has been to blame others and to want to change them rather than looking inside yourself, this is the gold, looking inside yourself.
Yeah, it is the gold. It is
Yes.
the gold, and this is what this course is all about. This group is all about. It's called the Awakened Parent, but it's really should just be called being a self-responsible parent, which is the awakened parent. Yeah, that's how to be awakened, is be self-responsible. And then you can inspire your children to be self-responsible too, which makes everything in life so much easier.
Oh my goodness, we need to do a video just on that. What is being self-responsible? That would be cool, because it seems to be quite rare.
Yeah. That's why I, like, as I said in the beginning, we're very honoured, and it's amazing to have this group. I would have liked a group like this when I was doing a lot of things that were not so mainstream, and just so honoured to have you all here and to support you in really leading the way. We believe that the people in this group are leading the way in really changing the world. And I mean, the thing that probably lights Jo and I up the most is knowing that we are making a difference, making a change to the world, becoming a more peaceful and harmonious and just a really safe place to be as well, and a trusting place to be for kids. If the world changes just a little bit, even 1%, 2% more, then we will be, very, very happy that we've done something to do that in our lifetime.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so we thank you all for being here and being part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. In the meantime, all the best for the New Year's celebrations, and ask us any questions anytime.
Yeah, because we weren't going to do this video, but we couldn't help
weren't.
ourselves. We
Well,
were like, let's just do Wednesday morning anyway.
Yeah.
Because we love it.
Yeah.
So, happy New Year, everyone, and we'll see you in 2021.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay. Bye.
Can't wait.